Hi everyone. Hello, hello. It's been a while. Hope everyone's okay. I'm trying something different today. As you'll know from my previous posts, I'm going to be having a chat with a lady called Heather Rose, who runs her own website and lots of different workshops around mindset and children. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can get her added to this live, and then we can have a proper chat about what she does and how it's going and how she came about to do it. So I can see that you're online there, Heather. So I'm going to just add you now to the live, see if I can. There you are. So that invitation should so hopefully, if fingers crossed, Heather should appear at the side. There she is. Hello. Are you okay?
It worked.
Yes, finally. Yes. A few technical issues there, but we got there. So, how are you today? You okay?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I've managed to get baby down for a sleep in perfect timing. So,
Oh,
yeah, I'm all good here.
good.
So thank you so much for doing this, Heather. It's great to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I know that I'm going to be learning a lot from you today. So I just wanted to know first of all, explain to us what you do and what inspired you to start doing it.
Okay, so I run a company called Mindset and Me. We're only a baby company. We only launched just almost 5 months ago. And the reason I launched Mindset was me because I have transformed my life and transformed my son's life through mindset and affirmations and the law of attraction. And when I was transforming Isaac's life and we're on that journey, we were getting a lot of inboxes from other parents saying, what you're doing, how can I do this for my children? My child's struggling with self-belief or self-confidence or whatever it may be. And I was just like astounded by how many inboxes I got. I just thought, wow, there's such a need for help for children out there. There's just no support for children. I had to fight for 5 years to get Isaac help for his conditions. And there's just
Wow.
no funding out there to help children with mental health or whatever there is. And there's so many coaches now coming online on social media for adults, like law of attraction coaches,
Mm.
mindfulness coaches, mindset coaches, but there's just not a lot out there for children. And just one night, I just thought, what can I do? I need to help more children. I've helped my son, I've helped myself. I need to show others how we've done it, and to help more and more children and families. I just thought, how can we do it? I didn't know what to do, how to I could help people. And then it just came to me one night. I just had a dream and I was sat on it. It sounds really funny, but one day I will be on that couch. I was sat on the couch with Philip and on this morning with these
Oh,
flashcards.
wow.
And I woke up
Yeah.
that morning and I just thought, that is what I've got to do. Oh my God, it has just been brought to me. I've got to do this. So I just thought, I just got up and just spoke to Isaac about it. How do you feel about setting up our own business and showing people what we've done? And I just thought, you know what? You don't need to be some fancy coach or what. We're showing
Mm.
from a parent and using it on my child, and it's worked. And we want to show what other families how it's worked. Um, so we decided to launch Mindset and Me. Isaac is very much involved. He drew the logo, and yeah, it's just gone crazy. 5 months of craziness, but yes, that's
Wow.
all started.
That's incredible. I mean, you're on your way to getting on that couch, I think, because you're actually featured in a book that is flying off the shelves. Is it from the Mumpreneur's
Yes,
book?
yeah,
Which
Mum
one is
Now
it that
Fire.
you Mumpreneur's on Fire? Yeah, I've just ordered mine, funnily enough. So I'll
Oh,
have a read of your story
fantastic.
in there as well. So that's fantastic. Is it ever too young to start mindset and mindset learning?
Not at all. If I'd found mindset and learnt about affirmations and mindfulness when I was younger, I think my
Yeah.
life and journey would have been completely, totally different. And again, if I'd known about it earlier for Isaac, I think we could have, changed things for Isaac a lot sooner in his life as well. He's now 10. But yeah, I just think it's all about feeding our brains with positive words and statements. Our brains can't decipher what's fact or fictional. So it's like when you go and watch maybe a scary movie, you're telling your brain already it's a scary movie. So that's what you're going to be. You're going to be scared because that's what you fed your brain a scary movie is. It's scary. And it might not actually be. So your brain can't decipher. So you've got to feed your brain constantly positive words and statements. So that's where the affirmations come in. And that's where our flashcards come in, because you need to be repeating these constantly, because it's like anything in life. You know, I was really, really bullied at school, and the more people say negative things to you or horrible things, the more you
Yeah.
do believe it. So
Yeah.
we've got to turn that around and feed our brains with, you know, positive words and statements. And, you know, even I've got people purchasing things from me and joining the workshops for children, even as young as 3-year-olds, 2 or 3, because, you know, even as a parent, you can read them. You know, when you're reading
Yeah.
your bedtime stories, read affirmation cards. And our cards are a little bit different to other things out there, because it's not just the affirmation, but I put blurb underneath it as to why that affirmation is important and why we should think that, or why we should implement what I'm talking about. It's all right telling children, you know, recite these words, but they need to have an understanding behind it as well.
Yeah.
And you need to make it a little bit fun as well, because that's how they learn better, by making things fun. So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, well, I've read a few things that obviously we're friends on Facebook and I see your stuff coming up all the time. And you put an interesting one on the other day about your subconscious. It's all coming from your subconscious. So I guess that's what you're saying about the movies that you watch. It kind of does feed in a bit. So if you're also regularly counterbalancing those things with the positive side, then that's going to feed into the subconscious, with hopefully that being the focus. Would you say that's right?
definitely your brain is always picking up things, and even like subconsciously, like you just said, it's picking up things all the time from your surroundings, you know, things that you listen to on the TV, what you pick up in your social surroundings and your peers and what people may say to you. And you don't think that you're listening sometimes, but your brain is picking up these things
Yeah.
subconsciously, and that's what it's going to be feeding you. So say you're listening to somebody, you know, like your child's listening to kids on the playground who might not be very nice or saying not nice things. They're still picking up all these things and thinking, am I stupid? Am I thick? I've got no. Do you know what I mean? You
Yes, I
think about
do.
it all the time, so you've got to switch your brain around to be thinking. So the positive things are overweighing, you know, overruling the negative things.
So would you say last thing at night, first thing in the morning for affirmations and things like that?
Definitely. I started with affirmations as an adult. I started like 3 years ago and transformed my life completely. I've really struggled with mindset for a long time since I was at school. I was really badly bullied at school. I was unfortunately sexually abused at the age of 15. I was in a mental abusive first marriage. I've tried to take my own life. So I do know what I'm talking about. And this is why I'm so passionate about what I do. Because there was nothing to help me. There was no social media back when I was a chap, you know, when I was younger. And I just think it's so, you know, social media is so powerful. We need to get the word out there. And I just wish that there was something like this when I was younger. And
Yes.
affirmations, I've just started doing them like in the morning. You need to be shouting at and feeling them. So you don't just want to be reading off a card, I am brave, or, you know, like you
Yeah.
need to be saying
Put
it,
emotion into it.
emotion, exactly. So in the morning I used to stand in front of my mirror and, you know, say, I am amazing, I am beautiful, I am kind,
Yeah.
I'm going to have an amazing day. Or you can choose different affirmations for different days. So
Yeah.
like if you're, you know, getting nervous for a job interview or you're doing something, there's affirmations that you can do to help you get through situations as well. So I used to put, well, I still do, I put positive statements all over the house. So I'll put them on the fridge, anywhere that you're going to be regularly looking at. So like for me in the morning, we've got a massive bathroom mirror. So I like to put post-it notes on there. I've got a marker pen and I've wrote things in giant things, what I want to manifest in my life on the mirror. When I was doing it with Isaac, in your car, I have post-it notes on my steering wheel or on the dashboard.
Yeah.
I've got them on my desk, everything. I've got them everywhere. So you're always seeing positive words and statements that are going to pump you up and make you feel better. And with Isaac, I get him to jump up and down on his bed, so he's feeling the adrenaline and the emotion while he's
Yeah.
saying emotions. And just the more you repeat them, the better. But yeah, morning and night definitely, because your brain obviously will be taking it in as it's sleeping in its subconscious state.
Yeah.
And in the morning to start your day off on the right foot, definitely. But you
One of
read them anytime
Sorry.
at all.
Anytime. Well, one of my questions was going to be about time and how long it would take for you to do these tasks, because a lot of, myself included, but a lot of the people in the group, they struggle with time, and time's quite precious to all of us
Of
as it
course,
is.
yeah,
And fitting things in around what we're already doing can be
yeah.
quite difficult. But from what you're saying, it's just a few minutes, really, isn't
It,
it? You set
it
it
can
up and then a few minutes
doesn't
each
have to
day.
take much time at all. You know, in the morning, we can have done them within like 5 minutes, if that, you know, as we're getting ready, getting the kids dressed, over breakfast. If you go in the
Yeah.
car on the way to school, you can do them in the car. I've got loads of people that have purchased the cars that take the cards in the cards in the car with them on the way to school. And you know, they shout them out on the way to school. You know, you can fit it around your, you know, your life
What
and
you're
your
doing.
what you're doing, definitely.
So what tools is it that you have? What do you have available for people to have a look at?
So on the website, we currently have the standard affirmation cards, which are for all ages. Then I've brought out some ones for older children, for like teenagers as well, because I understand, you know, sometimes they suffer with different things, you know, like bullying at school,
Yeah.
anxiety.